My name is Calvin Chan, and I'm a major gifts officer with Union Station Homeless Services here in Pasadena. The most recent homeless count this past year revealed that we had about 60,000 homeless individuals in LA County. And it's actually, I forget what the exact number in terms of how large it's grown, but the percentage of how large it's grown over the past 4 or 5 years is roughly about over 40%. It is a myth that the main causes of homelessness are addiction or mental illness. In the last homeless count that we saw, less than 30% of those who are experiencing homelessness actually have an addiction or mental illness. And often the mental illness, it starts after they become homeless, after they fall into that situation, as a way to, it's hard, as a way to cope and to self-medicate. The last thing, in the last count that we saw, actually, the main reason why people are falling into homelessness is economic hardships. Well over 50% of people who fall into homelessness is due to economic hardship. Yeah, so it's actually a myth that people who are, people who are experiencing homelessness in Los Angeles are from outside of the state, or they're coming here because of the weather. Well over 75% of the people who are homeless in Los Angeles County are actually from here. They've lived here for over 5 years, and their last residence before falling into homelessness has been within either the city of Los Angeles or are still within LA County. The short answer to what are the causes of homelessness really is lack of affordable housing, not enough affordable housing development, slow affordable housing development, and stagnant wages. In the past 20 years, going back to the year 2000, the average cost of living in LA County has increased by 30%, while the average income has actually decreased by 3%. So economic hardships and systemic issues really are the main root of causes of homelessness. And I think that people need to understand that homelessness is not a self-inflicted issue, and as if they cause this themselves. At Union Station, an analogy we use is cancer. Homelessness is a public health issue. And if someone gets cancer, you don't blame that person. And even if you can help that one person who has cancer, you still want to get behind the root causes of that cancer. So that is part of our mission, to try to address the larger systemic issue of homelessness. The only way we're going to get out of this homelessness crisis is with development of more affordable housing, and also changes at the policy level. We were fortunate to have a win yesterday that there was a bill to put a cap on rent increases. The bill was going to cap, the bill that was just passed has put a cap on rental increases at about 5%. Plus the cost of inflation. So we need more policies to protect renters. We're very fortunate to live in a city that is booming economically, and there's a lot of new developments. Unfortunately, most of that housing are for those higher income earners. There aren't enough new developments for those who are either at the average median income or below. So what we need is more affordable housing. Union Station is uniquely qualified to end homelessness. Our plan, our vision, is not to manage the homelessness crisis. Union Station has helped reduce the amount of people experiencing homelessness in Pasadena by 50% in just the past 10 years. We are going to end homelessness here in Pasadena, and we are going to expand our services across the rest of the San Gabriel Valley. Last year, Union Station was able to help over 900 individuals who were experiencing homelessness get into permanent housing. And through our model, 97% are never going to be homeless again. So we are an agency that is continue to grow. So Union Station just a couple of years ago had only about 60 employees, but now we've actually tripled in size to address the homeless crisis. So we are hoping to house more next year than we did last year. In the past, a lot of other homeless service providers believed in the housing ready model. Housing ready basically means that we're not going to help you until you get your act together and you can come in clean and sober. Union Station Homeless Services philosophy and approach is housing first. Housing first is essentially eliminating all the barriers, saying that if we have a bed available, we're going to help place you right here, right now. The housing first approach is actually, on average, 90 to about 97% effective. The housing ready approach is actually only 55% effective. A question we often get from folks is, what can we do to do our part and address and help end the homelessness crisis? And it is beginning a dialogue. There are a lot of myths. We are trying to close, Union Station is trying to help close the education gap with what are myths about the root causes of homelessness and what are the facts. Your readers can contact me directly atcchan@unionstationhs.org to talk about what is a meaningful and manageable way for them to get involved, whether it be to volunteer, whether it be to give, or to also just gain a little more education. Something I think that we could all do is help to change the narrative and to also get involved, by connecting with our local public officials, your local assemblyman, our senator, to advocate for more affordable housing. That we support affordable housing in our own backyard. Union Station Homeless Services is the lead agency addressing homelessness in the San Gabriel Valley. And we're proud to say that in the past 10 years, we've helped reduce the amount of folks experiencing homelessness in Pasadena by 50% and actually 20% last year as well. For more information, your readers at totallyla.com can visit us at unionstationhs.org, or they can email me personally at cchan@unionstationhs.org.